Good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office on this Thursday morning, the 22nd day of June, 2023. This is the morning briefing coming to you from the home office, and as I look out the window of the home office this morning, it's cloudier. A lot of clouds coming into the area. It's going to keep temperatures a little bit cooler today. Yesterday, most valley areas made it into the mid to upper 80s. I think it was 87 in downtown Sacramento. The average high is 90, soon to be 91. And so we stayed below that again, continuing our trend of cooler than average weather for this month of June. There are signs that may be changing toward the end of the month or beginning of next month as we get to the end of next week and next weekend. I'll show you more on that here in just a minute. I did put together a list yesterday that I've got to look at. But the latest first 100 in Sacramento. Now, this is just the last 50 years. I didn't go back 100 years. We had a lot fewer of them way back when. But in recent memory, the latest 100s. So in 2011, on the 21st of June was our first one. So we've passed that one. The next one on the list is 2010. We didn't see our first 100 until June 27th. And in case you're wondering, in both of those years, we had below average total 100-degree days. I think there were only 10 in 2011. I think there were 14 in 2010. Average is about 22 or 23. In 2005, we had our first 100 on the last day of June. 6:30 is when we saw our first 100. We may be similar to that this year. And then going back farther than that, in 1998, our first one was on the 12th of July, and in 1982, the first 100 was on the 29th day of July, a very late one. And in 1982, our total for the year was, I think, 5 days above 100. I'm not promising that. For those of you that don't like heat, I am not promising that we're going to only have 5 days above 100 this year. As a matter of fact, we may end up even closer to average once we break this pattern. All right, let's get into what's happening this morning. Let's go to the satellite. Yeah, look at all those clouds spiraling in. So here's the Bay Area. We have a deep marine layer again after getting scoured away from the coast for a couple of days. Now the Bay Area and areas like Monterey, Carmel, and the Salinas area all sucked in with fog once again. And then above that, so yeah, this is three-dimensional, although it's tough to tell on a two-dimensional image like this. So these are the clouds that are down around 2,000 feet, and then these are the clouds that are probably up around 15,000 feet, maybe 12,000 feet, something like that. And as you can see, they are gradually making their way into the Sierra and spreading from the southwest to the northeast. A little bit of altocumulus deck in here. Nothing in the way of rain in here. However, later on today, there is the chance we will see some showers in the Sierra. So with that in mind, let's go take a look at the HRRR. The HRRR this morning is pretty consistent with what it's been showing lately. And as we go through the day today, let's see, this is around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Let's go to 5 o'clock this afternoon. So 5 o'clock this afternoon, showers developing in Lassen County and on the east side of the Sierra. And then as we head through the evening hours, so this is 8 o'clock this evening, some showers around Tahoe. The interesting thing that I'm looking at here on this is the amount of nocturnal activity after dark, if you will. So this is 11 o'clock tonight. That would be thunderstorm activity around South Lake Tahoe, Truckee, maybe even getting into areas like Grass Valley. However, I think this might be overdone. That area I think is overdone. This is where the models have been very consistent in showing some nighttime activity in the Tahoe, Incline Village, Reno area, like right there. And that's at 11 o'clock tonight. So often when we see these thunderstorms, they develop with afternoon heating and then they dissipate at night. But in a case like this, where we actually have a little vorticity area moving through, there are other dynamics at work other than just afternoon heating. And then the chance of rain continues through the night. I'll fast forward to early Friday morning. This is 5 o'clock in the morning. But as you can see, during the overnight hours, the model is showing steady rain. And then let's get into the day on Friday. This is Friday afternoon. Then the thunderstorms are up toward the Shasta area, leaving the Tahoe area mostly dry. So let me back up to here because there's another product I want to show. Because as you can see, there's this green on here. So how do we know that that would be a thunderstorm? Well, I'm going to scoot over here and find another product on here for you. This is called lightning density. Now, now you got to keep in mind that, yeah, we're in California. We aren't in Texas or Kansas. And there's a scale here on the bottom. And I forget exactly what this is. This has to do with density, or in other words, lightning strikes per square kilometer or something like that. And as you can see, I mean, if you have extreme areas of lightning, big thunderstorms, it goes up into the red areas. So we're way down here on the bottom end of the scale. And it's just going to show up these areas of gray that you're looking at here. So we're not looking at, according to the model, big lightning. But what we are looking at is this is that nighttime time frame. And let's see, what time is this? This is at midnight. And as you can see, the model is picking out the fact that there could be some lightning with that. So as well as other instability parameters, you look at this and you go, oh, okay, so the model is saying there could be some lightning. So as you can see there, this is saying 0.04 or 0.10 flashes per square kilometer per 5 minutes. And that's what the scale is. So yeah, 0.1 flashes per square kilometer per 5 minutes. So like I said, we're not getting a lot of lightning out of this, but there could be certainly some lightning with that. And yeah, you know, I urge everybody to be safe in this sort of thing, but man, nighttime lightning over Lake Tahoe could be spectacular photography. I'm just saying. I'm not going to be there. I'd love to take photos of lightning, but I can't be in Lake Tahoe tonight. This is the big picture, and I wanted to show you this because as we go out in time, this pattern will change. This is the pattern we've been looking at that keeps us in this deep trophy pattern. And as here's that little vort that's going through that touches off that chance of showers tonight, that little low, there's the vorticity with that. And here's where the heat is. I'm sure you're on the national news, you've been hearing about heat over Texas. San Angelo yesterday, I think at 114. So yeah, they had not only heat, but also with the dew points being very high in the northern part of the state, devastating tornado last night in Matador, which is just east of Lubbock. So anyway, as we head into the day on Friday looks like an okay day with some sun and clouds, but dry. And then another one of these little vorts goes by. This is on Sunday. And the high begins to migrate a little bit farther to the west and spread out. And there's another high out in here. But right now, we are still very comfortable with temperatures in the 80s with this sort of pattern. But once that lifts out, this is next Wednesday. That trough is still there. Let's get into, this is Thursday. That trough is finally lifted out. The big high over Texas has migrated to the east, but a new high is developing here. And that means warmer weather for us. This is the 29th. This is the 30th. This is the 1st. That would be hot. Yeah. So look for the potential for some heat at the end of next week. So we may not go through the month of June without a 100-degree day. We may kind of sneak one in at the end here on the 30th, and then maybe into the 1st. The models kind of go back and forth on how long and how hot it may be, but those are details that a 10-day forecast really can't discern. But we'll sort that out over the next couple of days. So the bottom line is a lot of clouds today, cooler, probably low 80s, almost 10 degrees cooler than average. We will see that mixture of sun and clouds. We'll see some showers and thunderstorms in the Sierra tonight. Might get some nighttime lightning. That'll be interesting to kind of keep an eye out for. And then we'll keep this cooler than average pattern through the weekend and probably through the middle part of next week. So we have almost another week of this to go before we may kind of get into more weather that you kind of think of for late June and early July. We'll see how that all pans out. So that's everything I've got for you this morning from the home office. I'll be in the office tonight for the 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 11 o'clock newscasts. And because it's Thursday, there will be a Facebook live chat tonight at 8 o'clock. So have a great day. Make it a great one. I'll talk to you later.